Hello everybody, how are we today? This is just a little bonus video to sort of showcase my finished Paws and Claws journal. So I promised you a flip through and here it is. So I hope that you enjoy it and I hope that it inspires you to put together that really treasured keepsake for one of your current or past pets. So here we go. Right, so here's the cover. It's a hard cover. It measures 9 inches by 6.5, so that's about 17 centimeters by 23. The spine is 3.5 inches, so that's about 9 centimeters. And I've got 2 signatures and a folio in this one. So if you have a look at it like that, folio and 2 signatures. Each signature has 17 pages, sheets of paper. That equates to 68 front and backs in each signature, and you've got 2 of those, so it's 136 pages. So yeah, really full, but lots of place to write down all those memories, store those beautiful photographs, and just remember the good times with your past pets or your current pets, because you know that's what it's all about. Right, so this is what we did. This is the cover that I shared with you, and there are videos for all of this on my YouTube channel. There is a special playlist for each journal. This one is called the Paws and Claws Journal Project, so the link for it is in the description box below. And if you're looking for any of the digitals, click in the links in the description box, or you'll find them all on my website shop, which is angelakerrdesigns.com. Yeah. So here we go. So yeah, I love the colors in here. It's honoring cats and dogs. You could just do cats or dogs, you know, it's really up to you. So we've got this lovely fabric cover. It was part of the ultimate bundle and I love that. And then our lovely faux silk, crushed silk closure. So when we open it up, I've used the elastic method to house the signatures in the cover, so you can add and remove things easily at any time. So here's the very first page of the signature, and I do love these colors and these little creatures here. Look at their faces. I did have fun putting this together. Right, so what I've done is I've done a number of little page edge finishes on pages that I wanted to just not keep plain. There are some plain pages, but not all. And I've just used the stamps that I shared at the start of the video with the distress inks that I've used here in here, with scraps of fabric, scraps of music paper, or scraps of paper that were left over. And then these words come from 2 of the, there's this lovely raspberry color or the lovely aqua color, which had these words, which I used a lot in projects. All right, so here's one of the freebies I gave you for this kit, and I've just decorated this here. I haven't made it a tuck spot because you could write in there, so that's what I've done. Left it open. Another writing spot, and there's lots of place to put in photographs and things as well. This is a half-page project we did, and I love that. These are the pages I was talking about where I used a lot of the words. So I'm not going to take out everything, but you'll find all these videos in there. So this is from the altered book pages. Again, a lovely writing spot. You can stick pictures, write memories down, or anything like that. So on the other side I've got another pocket with some more, and this little man here is sweet, isn't he? Beautiful animals in here. I loved it. We made these zip fabric pockets to store any keepsakes that you want to in there, so that's what those are. We've got 1 in each signature and some more little beautiful furry friends there. Here's another one of these. I've added a scrap of lace as well to this. So yeah, I just like those little bits there. I love this cat. Yeah, and again, just writing space, altered book pages. This one is removable. We did this project together, which is really great. Yeah, and you've got your space there and your pockets. So that's a lovely one. And that's just going to go in there like that. All right. Here I've just stenciled on this. You see me do this in most of my journals with the mini pages and scraps and fussy cuts there. And then on this side, I just didn't stick this bit all the way around. It's really, I've folded this in half and done this. You've seen me do this before. And then I've just, instead of sticking the whole thing down, I've just left it open here to add a tag to. So there we go. Alright, so just added one of the library cards on here from the kit. And I didn't want to do too much on these pages because they are cat and dog pages. This one was mostly blank, so I have just made a square pocket and a rectangular one. This one's in the kit, that was a freebie. And there you go, just added a little writing spot there, really simple. And added those bits from the ephemera pack and slid them in there, so you know you've got more writing space for all of that. Okay, another beautiful kitty. We did this lovely project together. You've got a pocket at the top there and then on the side as well, these two. So yeah, this was a fun project to make, wasn't it? Now I can actually put something in there. You can, it's a hidden spot, but I haven't done, but you could. More writing space. See, there's a plain page. Here's our middle spread that we did. Oops, those are falling out. Lots of writing spot with all of these mini pages, so that's definitely one on there. Now I did sew my signatures together, just the pages, just to keep them, you know, together, but you don't have to do that. I was trying this out and stitching on there, but I only did it to this one. I preferred it without the stitching. Again, just scrappy bits and stamp bits there, and you can write on here, you know. So here's this page. It has got a writing card in there, and I've just stuck on this pocket over here with a tag. All right, added little bits and pieces as you go along. Another one of those beautiful altered book pages, and then over here I have just, oops, dropped the paper clip. This is just an envelope from the kit. You can add whatever you want in there. This is the page that we folded over. I've used this one as a tuck spot and just added this in. This actually came from a project you'll see at the end page, and I didn't stick it down like I planned to, so I've just used it in here. And then, yeah, let me just move that up a bit. And that just keeps it where it needs to be. I think this is slid down a bit. There we go. Right, and then one of those pages. This is the other side. I've done some stenciling there. This is one of the large pockets, and I've stuck that in there, and then that one in there. And I've just added little scrappy bits and things on there. All right, this side had the kitty. I didn't want to do anything there. I love that page. That bag, this is a bag. All right, so yeah, I've got these. This one again, it's a writing spot, so I haven't done anything there. And we stuck this on the other side. I love this one. This was fun to make. Yeah, this was a fun project. So again, just some scrappy bits and things. I quite like that. Here's a place to put a photograph. Another altered book page and a plain page, and then here I've just stuck the remaining pocket, put in the mini envelope and tuck that in there. All right, here's the other side of this page that the half page that we did. Love those. This is the secret page where we've got a secret writing spot in there. That was fun. And then here's just another little spot to put a little photograph, and I've stuck it on the other side of this tea stain page. All right, and then this is the one where I had that leftover postcard where I was going to stick this down. We used the journal covers from the mini journal for this one, and I love how this one turned out, but I actually am using it as a floating item rather than sticking it down. So yeah, that's what that is there. It does come out. It's just the paper clip keeping it in place there. Right, so that's the end of the first signature. Here's the little folio that we made, and I love this. This has got its own elastic attachment, and we've got all the bits in here. And this was another freebie that I did, a poem for the Rainbow Bridge. All of those you can get in my website shop, so that's really great. And you can put any documents, you know, if you've got any pedigree things or anything like that, that can go in there. Right, so last signature now, second signature. Very similar. We've got this lovely image here. I do love that. The cute little faces. And then we've got another writing spot. And another place you can put photos on if you want. Here's the half page again. Ah, my dog loves her toys. And another one of these little zipped goodies. And I've got Abbi in there as a puppy. Look at her. It's her first walk. I think she was just 12 weeks old or something. After the immunizations and, you know, when you're allowed to walk them. Right, so there we go. And more kitties. Lots of kitties in here. Lovely. Those little flowers were really handy. And I used up all the lacy scraps and bits I had as well. So here's another page here and another one of these, which I showed you in the different colours earlier. So that was fun. I do like this project. I must do it again. And then again, another little library card in there. And this one I stuck it on so I had a little pocket on the side. And then a place to write again. Just added these flowers where I thought they would look cute. Finish it off. Here I had this from my mini journal lying in my tray. So I've just stuck this in here. I've made this pocket myself, but this bit was lying in there and I thought, oh well, I'm going to stick it in. And here it is. So I've just added those two bits in here. If you want to make these pockets, they're really easy. You can take any of the ones from the kit. There's a nice spot to house things. And the same again, I've used that freebie page for that and just stuck on one of the triangles there. So you've got two pockets. And again, I've added those in at the top for ephemera. Little flowers and thingies. Oh, isn't that cute? Another one of these. And again, you've got your quotes all over as well. Oh, my dog. And then another big pocket in here. And again, I've added another one of those cards. And then we've got our little postcard in here. It was a spare one, so I just stuck it in there. Nice writing space. Here we've got our center spread again, and we've got lots of cards and things in there. As I said, you can go through the details of the individual videos in the playlist if you wanted to see more detail. And of course, how I made it. Here's another one of these, and again, you can put something in there if you wanted to. Oh, that's the bit again that came from a finished project from the journal, mini journal covers, and I thought, oh well, it's going in here now. Right, and another one of these. I did actually stencil on here, but you can't see it too well. There we go. And a little doggy face on the bag. And then we've got a library card. And another one of these. And then another one of these. And then over here is that journal project that I was referring to. That's loose. Close to the end now, just a little pocket there. Got a little extra large tag I had and a mini envelope. And then this is the half page with all the little bits and pieces. I love that. And here as well. And this is the hidden page. I actually didn't even see it when I went to turn it. And you've got that in there. And a lovely spot with a photograph there. Oh. And there's the very last page where I've just got a triangular pocket like that. And that's the end of that. Look at that. Yeah. That was amazing to put together and I love it. So I'll have to house all Abby's special memories in there. Right, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, drop me a line. And I will try my best to answer them, but please feel free to leave a comment and like or don't like, whatever if you didn't like it or you do like it, and that would be amazing. Yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed seeing the final outcome of this. It was fun to make, as I said, and yeah, I'll be back to the rustic journal on Tuesday, so come and join me for some more projects then. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye bye.